Have you ever been jealous about a competitor's restaurant who might have longer lines than you, or busier, or they're expanding faster than you are? We've all been there, and I'm going to address that right now. Hey everybody, Ryan Gromfin here, author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, and the founder of therestaurantboss.com, as well as clickbacon.com. And I've got a really fun video topic for you this week. This is actually a user who submitted this question. How do you deal with jealousy or envy? It seems a competitor opened up a new restaurant just 2 years ago, and out of nowhere, he's opening up 4 more. How the fuck do you do that? I can't wrap my head around it. It makes me jealous. They have such crappy food and service, and yet they're opening up multiple restaurants. How do you deal with this? Well, it's a really great question, but there's really 3 questions in there. So the first question is, how does a restaurant that's only 2 years old open up 4 more restaurants? We're going to get to that in a second. The second question is, how is this even happening when they have reviews that say their food and service is crappy? And then the third is, how do you deal with jealousy? Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to address jealousy. And whenever I feel jealous, or whenever clients or customers or guests or whatever you want to call the people that I work with, whenever I see that they're starting to feel jealous about something too, I ask a couple of questions. And the first question is what I'm jealous about real? Like, is what I'm jealous about, is it real? Is it average? Is it normal? Or is it extraordinary? Because it's very possible that what you're jealous of is completely abnormal. I mean, there are always going to be companies or restaurant chains or anyone or anything who are the anomaly, the outlier. They just happen to open at the exact right moment, at the exact right time, and the exact right person happened to walk in and they exploded because of it. You really shouldn't justifiably be jealous of that, because that's just an anomaly. But if what you're jealous of or what you're comparing to makes you jealous, the question you have to ask then is it real? And if it is real, like if what they're doing is normal and average and expected and not completely like abnormal, like I just described, then I move to the second question. And the second question is basically, did I have a goal? Have I put the effort in where I can actually be feeling this emotion of jealousy? See, usually jealousy comes from, we believe that we should be somewhere at a certain point in time. We believe we should be further along in a life cycle. We believe we should be further along in a business cycle than where we are now, right? Like maybe you've had a restaurant for 4 years and you feel like you should have 2 or 3 locations by now. Your competitors maybe have 2 or 3 locations and you're still at 1, right? So you feel like you're behind on the business cycle, the growth cycle that you set. So then the question that I ask myself, or I want you to ask yourself, is, have you put in the work? Do you have a plan? Did you have a plan? Day 1 when you opened, you may have said to yourself like, oh, I dream of one day, or it would be great one day, or yeah, we're going to have 4 locations in 5 years. But can you show me that plan? Can you show me in writing that plan? Can you show me your calendar that shows all the sacrifices you made to get there? Can you show me the step-by-step daily actions you were taking to ensure that happened? Or is it just something you're talking about, or you've talked about, or you've dreamt about? Right? One of my favorite Tony Robbins quotes is something along the lines of, show me your calendar and I'll predict your future. What he means by that is, another one of his quotes is, if you talk about it, it's a dream. If you plan for it, it's a goal. If you schedule it, it's real. All right, so basically, like, is what you're jealous of, is it even normal? And if it is normal, have you put in the work for that? If not, you really can't be feeling jealous. You got to just go back and get back to the drawing board and find out, what could you have done different and what should you be doing different? Now, this brings up the other questions, which is, how is a restaurant that's only 2 years old expanding to 4 locations? Well, I can quickly tell you that because I'm working with a client right now whose restaurant is just barely a year old, and they're going to open up 2 more locations this year. How does that happen? Couple of things. One, maybe lightning in a bottle, right? Maybe the right place at the right time, but also something totally exciting, something totally unique, something totally different, something totally buzzworthy to the point where they didn't have the wherewithal to open up a second and third location, but someone walked in who did, and someone walked in who saw something different. They were a local business person, very successful, heard about the restaurant, ate there, and they were like, wow, I need to talk to the owners. There's something amazing here. So I often say, if you want to get press, do something press-worthy. You know, the only way you're going to expand is if you've got something buzzworthy, something people are going to talk about. Otherwise, it's just going to take a long time, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with putting together a long-term plan, stashing away the cash from the profits, and, you know, making a very methodical, slow growth. But these concepts that just go from like 0 to 10 units instantly, they're either very well connected financially or they did something amazing, something buzzworthy. And the second thing is, how is this happening when the reviews about their food and their service are crappy? Well, I also want to kind of address that one, because a lot of times we say this. I talk to clients and customers all the time who say, our food's so much better, it's the best in town, why aren't we busier? Guys, I hate to say it, here's the thing. A lot of it doesn't have to do with your food. I mean, that's a given. Yeah, your food has to be great. And it's a given that your service has to be great. But sometimes it's more than that. Sometimes it's just a great location. Sometimes it's something exciting that's happening. There are plenty of restaurants, and you can name them right now in your community, that maybe have average food and maybe have average service, but they're killing it. Maybe it's the location, maybe it's the ambiance, maybe it's the place to be seen, whatever it is. You know, you can't just rely on food. There's so much more to operating a restaurant than just food. And if you're one of those people that's sitting here saying, well, our food is better and our service is better, you got to start looking further than that. You got to look deeper into it and see, why is that restaurant so busy and ours isn't, and give yourself an honest assessment. I wish I could go deeper on this. I could talk about this topic for hours, but I really wanted to address that. And I think my comments here hopefully are going to help you on your journey to becoming a highly successful restaurant owner and operator. I look forward to bringing you more videos just like this one in the future. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below, and we'll bring you another video just like this next week. Have a wonderful day. I want to thank you for watching that video. If you can do me 3 really quick favors right now, very quick. The first is, if you haven't already, will you subscribe to this channel? In a moment, some things are going to pop up on your screen, some buttons, and one of those buttons is going to be subscribe. So whether you're watching this on my channel or on YouTube or on your phone, just stick around for 1 second and you're going to see a big subscribe button. If you haven't already, could you please subscribe? 2, if you haven't liked this video, will you go ahead and click the like button? Actually, don't just click it. Will you smash that like button and tell the world that you really enjoy this? Because the way that I can continue to bring you all this great free training is for my message to expand, for more restaurant owners and future restaurant owners around the world to be watching this. And so the way to do that is to like my video. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a place for you to like it. Or if you're back on my website, there'll be a place for you to like that. So smash that like button for me. And then also, could you leave a comment? Ask me a question. I reply to all my comments as fast as I can, usually within about 24 hours. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But go ahead and ask me a question, leave me a comment, tell me you love the video, tell me you'd like to see something else in a video. Or if you need more detail on a certain area, I can film other videos about that. But if you can go ahead in a couple seconds now, it's gonna come out. If you can subscribe, like, and comment, that would be great. Also, there'll be a spot in this little button coming out in a few seconds where you can download something for free. I'm always rotating that, so take a look at that, some free tools. But if you're new to my channel, if you've never seen my videos before, there'll also be a spot for you to watch a video that'll kind of introduce you to what I do here at the Restaurant Boss and at clickbacon.com, and tell you about what we do and how you can get more involved and how you can get more free stuff and all that. So the buttons should be coming in by now. Go ahead and click on those and have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much.